Shreya light echo அடிக்குது.
இப்போ ஓகேயா?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so we'll be having Ravinder joining us pretty soon.
Shreya still echo கேக்குது.
Okay, so இப்போ
ரெண்டு டிவைஸ்ல மைக் ஆன் பண்ணிட்டு
What are the devices around? Either one side.
பிரவீன் மியூட் பண்ணிக்கோடா.
இப்போ still echo இருக்கா?
இல்ல echo.
Okay, so Praveen, you're charge of club members or what do you call attendance, right?
Yeah. We'll be taking mic after 5:30. So 5:30 to 5:45 will be the time slot.
Yeah.
இன்னொரு 10 minutes கழிச்சு எடுக்கலாம் because
And Sudhisha and Aravind, great job on today's live event. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I don't know why my expression was very funny, so I had to laugh. But then, great job. We actually did a pretty good job today. We got very good feedback. So now, like, so no matter what, we're going to go. Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Suresh, could we have your video on, please?
Why do you have to literally do this with still?
I need to do this duty. Sudhishna needs to see you. Actually, Sudarshan also knows you.
Hi. No, your friend told me a lot about you.
She might be talking about me the whole day, right? If I'm not wrong, because
Yeah, kind of.
yeah, kind of. Yeah. Okay. Hi guys. Okay. By the way, the live thing was fantabulous. You know, like you guys had a lot of energy within you, and then it was so.
You were actually keeping us motivated the entire time. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
Actually, Sumena ki bana siripu because she's never seen me be so like official and stuff.
Yeah,
I've always
that's
been
true.
around her.
No, she had to just like sometimes she need to keep her mouth shut. This is the only way, the best.
Exactly. The thing is that I've never seen Shreya be really professional. I've never seen her to be like that. But this time it was like kind of, you know, like enthusiastic, but also on a professional side. That was like really fun.
It's like we both trained ourselves to be professional just because we are part of the club, and yeah.
You guys are doing an amazing job.
Okay, just one thing. 14 members, could you switch on your video, please? Sudarshana, Praveen, Amrita, switch on your video. And Aravind.
Shall I start presenting?
Yes, and also participants, I request you all to please switch on your video.
Anisha, you have raised your hand. Can you please let us know? You want to let us know something? Anisha? Anisha's raised her hand.
Who is it? Anisha.
Yeah, Anisha, okay.
Wait, what is happening with Praveen and Sudarshana?
They are just going on with this.
Praveen is not into the YouTube stuff, so he can definitely switch on the video. No issues.
Then I can tell him to do that.
Okay, we'll be having Vasha. Vasha, by the way, this is Sumedha. I've spoken a lot about her to you, so
yeah, I've heard of her. Hello.
Hi, Varsha. How are you doing?
Please switch on your video.
I am not in a state to switch on my video.
That is a very good answer from you, by the way.
Vasha, you're the host for one of the shows, so you will eventually have to on your video.
Yeah, I will get ready for that time.
Okay.
Smarty.
Yeah, sorry. Right.
Okay, so we have Pontiana here. Hello, Pontiana.
Hello, Pontiana.
Sandhya. Vimal. Praveen. Photographers are here. Hello, Shweta E. Kritikraj. Kritikraj, formal pictures only.
Yes.
I'm giving you a disclaimer and an order. Formal pictures only.
Don't ask
please
me
switch
that.
on your video.
Don't ask me. You're sitting in the same place. I can't move anywhere. Please. That also I'm telling you, like, I'm sitting in a chair. I can't just keep my laptop in different angles. I'm putting it this time and all.
Yeah, hello, Shruti. Ma'am is here. Lamini ma'am.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome to the show. Could we have your video?
Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you? Lot of changes.
fine,
You
ma'am.
look good. You're looking good. Great.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Hello
It's
to
been
all
so long
the
since I've seen you.
organizers and participants. Hello to all of you.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Hi,
we'll
ma'am.
just wait for a couple of minutes.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Starting.
Shall I start presenting?
Yeah, present. Banners, posters, present.
Yes. Only for Bulbul I'll be doing one. Oh yeah.
Okay, Adu Kumari, let me ask the code. Aravind Krishna, who's my co-host, could you tell me your LCREC code, please?
ARA 2021-05.
2021-05. Perfect. Okay, the next is who is the interactors for today's show? Ranjani is an interactor, right? Yeah, Ranjani, could you tell me your LCREC code, please?
RAN 202624.
RAN?
202624.
Perfect. Thank you, Ranjani. The other interactor along with Ranjani is Tarun Kumar, if I'm not wrong.
No, it's Ramanathan.
Ramanathan, okay. Ramanathan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Could you tell me your LCREC code, please?
Yeah, it is RAM 202804.
Thank you. And then judge interactor for today, we have Sandhya EC. Could you come online?
Hello.
Hi, Sandhya. Your LCREC code, please.
SAN 20283.
Perfect. Okay, so all of us are ready for today. Srishna, you can present your screen and banners are ready to go through. As we speak, you can keep changing the slides. Okay, Srishna?
Yeah.
Okay. So, good evening to everyone present here. I am Shreya Raghupati, the president of Leo Club of Raj Lakshmi Engineering College. So today we are here to host our first show of the whole year between 2021 to 2022. So our first event for today is Bulbul Women's Talk Show, and comes under the category of TRISOCIANGLES, as we have previously mentioned during our live show of today. And okay, so Disha, me next slide for you. Slide for you. Yes. So for us for today's show, we have our judge, Mrs. Ramani Nambi, who is the HOD of Physics Department of Bhavans Rajaji Vidyashram, Kilpauk, Chennai. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Shreya. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, Aravind, over to you.
Good evening to everyone present here. I'm Aravind Krishna, the project manager of Leo Club of Raja Lakshmi Engineering College. I welcome our judge today, and I'm here to tell you the rules and regulations of today's event. Every participant will be given with three minutes, and two general reminders will be given. One at 2 minutes. Once your 2 minutes is over, one of our team member will give you a reminder, and at the end of your 3 minutes, you will be getting a reminder stating that your given time is over. And I hope so. You are well aware that you shouldn't be using any unparliamentary words and statements in this event. And the criteria on which you will be graded is that your relevancy towards the topic and the fluency in your points and interactive skills you have. And hope you all do well. And you can use both English as well as Tamil in this event. And all the best. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I actually had an internet connection problem in the middle. So did Arvind finish with his part?
Yeah, he's done.
I'm done.
Okay. Okay, let me just get the list. Ma'am, இப்போ உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு எக்ஸல் ஷீட்ல ஒரு லிஸ்ட் அனுப்புவேன். அது எல்லாரோட பேர் அப்புறம் வந்து the way we have to like give them சொல்லிட்டு. So you have split it into 3 parts. One is relevancy to their way they're going to speak to the topic. இன்னொன்று வந்து fluency in their points. அப்புறம் third கடைசியா வந்து we will be talking about how interactive they are with us because the talk showனால. Out of 10 நீங்க எல்லாருக்கும் points கொடுக்கணும். யார் maximum அவங்க தான் வின்னர். So we'll be having first place, second place and 2 runner up, ma'am. இப்போ உங்களுக்கு அதை அனுப்பிச்சிடுறேன்.
First, second, and 2 runner-up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And is the total for 10, or I can give it and then make the total to 10?
Total 10 ஆவே வச்சுக்கலாம். I mean, you can make it to 10 or also.
Okay,
It's your wish.
I'll make it to 10. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
make it to 10. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Arvind, someone has raised his hand, so ask him why has he raised his hand?
Pavin, any issue or doubt, anything like that? Pavin Chandru.
Ma'am, உங்களுக்கு நான் லிஸ்ட் அனுப்பிச்சிட்டேன். alphabetical order தான் and participants நாங்க alphabetical order உங்களுக்கு கூப்பிடுவோம். So the first participant for today is Abita KV.
Yes, I'm here.
Abita KV, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Yes, you're audible. You can start with your talk show and 1 minute. Ranjani and Ramanathan, are you ready with the timer? Yes. So Ranjani. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Abita, shall we start? Are you ready, Abita?
Yes, I'm ready. Okay.
Okay.
Should
So
I turn
you
on
can
my
go
camera or
on
something?
and
Should I turn on my camera?
yes, you should. You should. It's mandatory.
Just tell me if I'm not audible, okay? Thank you. Okay. So we're living in a country called India where we have a major people like follow a religion and they say we respect women as God, goddesses, devis and all. But it is quite alarming that a lot of women in our country face harassments and mental torture, depression, anxiety, deaths, etc. So let me highlight you certain points which I have known across. I mean, it's not uncommon, but then you can find women being harassed or facing difficulties everywhere. Like it's inevitable. You go to a market, you go to public trains, anywhere and everywhere. It is inevitable. It has almost become a point in the normal life, and there isn't much action taken about this, and people are ignoring the fact that is quite depressing. So let me give you a fact. It happened very recently in Kerala. You would have all heard about Vimisha, a BAMS doctor who faced dowry debt. Just imagine the state Kerala where the literacy rate is maximum and a woman there has faced dowry debt. Just think of that situation. And you can see this case called female genital mutilation, where the genitals of the female is stitched in order to prevent her from having a sexual affair with someone. I mean, this is not done for adults, it is done for kids. Once they hit puberty, the genitals of the female are stitched. You can think like this, it doesn't happen in India. No, it is happening in India, and you can find cases of this in Jharkhand, Bihar, and maybe West Bengal also. So, and then now moving on to acid attacks. And when you see the statistics of acid attacks, it shows like 72% of the women undergo acid attacks in India. And there is no sign of decline in it since 2000. And just imagine, since 2000, we can look at the literacy rates, we can look at the crime rate.
Excuse me, 2 minutes has over. Last minute left.
Okay. And then you can see harassment in workplace, 78%. And then the most common thing is women are forced to leave their work after marriage. Why? Because she has to do the household, take care of in-laws, take care of children. Why is it all necessary? Can't they do it on themselves? Why is a woman supposed to take care of their in-laws after getting married? I mean, is it her duty? 25 years of education her parents have given her, and someone coming and forcing her not to go for job, not to pursue her career. Who's giving all these? And the next one you can see is the marriageable age for women is comparatively less to men. People think that a woman, if attaining like 23 years, she has to be get ridden. I don't understand why. But this is not the case with a man. He has to work, he has to get financially stable and everything else done, and then he is pushed into marriage. But this is not for women. And when you see 19% of the women are paid less compared to men. This is the statistics given by MSI.
3 minutes over. You can finish your statement.
So according to MSI statement and this one last statement, so groping while traveling in public buses. Okay, this one statement was given by Mumbai High Court by a judge. A 39-year-old man was not found guilty for groping a 12-year-old minor because the court believed there was no skin-to-skin contact because the the girl was wearing clothes. The court literally said this because he did not force that little kid to remove her clothes. There was no skin-to-skin contact, so touching a breast of a woman is not considered a crime when she's wearing clothes. Seriously? So I would like to conclude it by stating that there are so many other harassments. Looking at the time constraint, I have stopped it over here. And thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you so much, Abhita. That was really good points that you put forward. Next person is Anisha Nagalakshmi. Are you there? Have your video on, please.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Can I start my speech? Yeah. First of all, good evening, guys. Good evening, friends. And good evening, seniors. I am not sure if we call pandradhunu, but good evening, friends. Okay, I accepted that point. I accepted the topic. I would like to share my points on the topic of problem faced by women in our society. So, the main problem that lies in the society is the rules set for women, like about contact and behavior in physically and mentally. Some of the problematic as women cannot go out of the home at night without.
She's not heard, ma.
Yes, ma'am. I think so. She lost her internet connection or something in the middle. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes and then we can go to the next person if she doesn't turn up. Okay. Is Nivedita L here? No, okay. Is Nivedita L here?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Could you have your video? Oh, Anisha's back again.
I have a network issue, so I left the meeting.
Okay.
Can I start?
Ranjani is 1 minute. 1 minute. Ranjani, the timer still paused. Ramanathan?
Yeah, it's pushed at 45 seconds.
Cool. You can continue. Anisha, you continue.
Can I switch off my video?
Yes. Internet
because
problem.
I have okay. Some of the problematic of women cannot go out of the home at night without a man because for our safety. So why they are unsafe? Because of some men are give sexually harassment. So due to this issue, many families treat their girl child differently than boys. So coming to another role set, like a gender role, how a woman speak and dresses and choose a way to live her, these are all different from The someone means father, like brother, and friends and relations. So that the gender role is major problematic for women, and the the main problem is that when a woman speak up against the any harassment as an act of prevents that the harasser throws the acid at her face. These are main problem in our society. Currently, they are happened in our society.
2 minutes over, a minute left.
So, and then the problem for dowry, when a girl family gives a large amount to this groom's family, so that due to this due to this providing the dowry, so some families kill her girl child at their small age. But most of the girls in rural areas, they are all killed by their families because of she wants to marry some other caste boys. So the family maintains their reputations and honor. So they killed by their daughters for reputations. According to the report of our India, the 70% of the women live in their home when their husbands beat them and abuse them. So my conclusion that the society அதாவது இந்த சொசைட்டி வந்து நம்ம பெண்களுக்கு வந்து சக உரிமையும் and then அவங்களோட பசங்களுக்கு பொண்ணுங்களும் பசங்களும் ஒண்ணுதான் அப்படின்றத அவங்க வந்து பசங்களுக்கு சின்ன வயசுல இருந்து சொல்லி வளர்க்கணும். இப்ப இருக்கிற இந்த ஜெனரேஷன்ல ஒன்லி நம்மளுக்கு வந்து என்ன ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் அப்படின்னா மேஜர் ப்ராப்ளம் ரேப். லாஸ்ட் இயர்க்குள்ள எவ்வளவு பெண்கள் வந்து ரேப்பால இறந்து போயிருக்காங்க. ஸோ அம்மாக்கள் தான் வந்து தான் பசங்களுக்கு சொல்லி புரிய வைக்க முடியும். அவங்களும் பொண்ணுதான், அவங்களும் உன்னோட சகோதரி மாதிரி தான் அப்படின்றத அவங்க சொல்லி புரிய வைக்கணும். ஸோ என்னோட கன்க்ளூஷன் இதுதான். That's it all.
Thank you so much. Okay, so the next person is Nivedita L. Are you online?
Hi.
Hi, could we have your video on, please? Yeah.
Like how it.
Yeah, your time starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, good. As you know, to on this topic. So, this topic can be discussed under various categories. But I'm gonna share some thoughts about under a particular category that exists in every family. So, which is nothing but the stereotypic biasing. So, going back, once there was an era where women were forced to never look up. It means she has to always keep her face down in front of all men. There is no age restrictions whether whoever. If he is a man, she has to keep her face down. Okay, and even though women whatever may be she has no right or choice was not being considered. But now talking on this present situation, okay, I think these kind of restrictions indirectly exist. So let me state an a live example. Everyone might be aware about this news, 17-year-old teen being abused by her own sibling. So actually looking at this case, that her that teen just reported to her mother that it is so happening so and so. So please let's just look after that after this issue. But her mother, just being he's a boy and he's a young one, he doesn't know much about that. So just you are exaggerating the situation and just forget it about and move on. So that was the case happened. And finally at the end what happened was that her life was a complete mess. So what is the reason behind this situation? What is her mother?
A minute left.
What happened to mother? This to her son. So this is being men or women
Nivedita, actually, நீங்க பேசுறது ரொம்ப அடிச்சு கேக்குது. So if you don't mind, you can off your video and self நீங்க பேசலாம்.
And now right?
Now it's still a bit patchy.
Now, like, if you don't mind, after 5 minutes.
Now it's better. Now it's better. Continue, Panama.
Now it's better.
Now it's better.
So, it's the basic and simple idea behind this is nothing but a woman is has a simple dual nature. She can be calm and she can be ferocious as well. It is like no one. I'm stressing upon this line. No other person can raise a voice out for your thoughts or your choice. It is you who have to stand for you and fight for your choice. So yes, I'm just concluding this my thoughts by sharing that hope when you all meet, we will be discussing about more women empowerment rather than discussing about the drawbacks. And yeah, thank you guys, and best of luck to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nivedita. Next person will be Srividya S. Are you there? Srividya S. Actually, this is not according to alphabetical order. It's the order that you have registered in the Google Forms. So, on the order la ungalku kupurom. So, Srividya S. irkingla? Are you there? Aravind, could you just let me know?
இல்ல அவங்க மீட்ல இல்ல.
Next, Abhirami Natarajan. Abhirami, are you there?
No, Abhirami is not there. இல்ல.
Okay, fine. Next is Manya DVV. Are you there? Manya?
Yes, I'm there. Just a moment, please. I'll turn on my camera.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, can you see me, Shreya?
Yes, I can. So, and your time starts now.
Okay, so I would like to begin my speech saying a quote which I go by every time. Girls with dreams become women with vision. In today's world, which is filled with technological advancements, we women are still being underprivileged in so many ways. At some point of time, almost every other woman, including you and I, may face gender discrimination, and we are always judged on our appearance. Even if a man and a woman work equally hard, the person who gets more paid is a man. And if a woman wishes to do a job, the family members and her other relatives and all call it unnecessary. But if a man is doing a job, they appreciate the man's hard work. And even during the COVID-19 pandemic, in some corner of the world, there must be some woman getting raped and brutally murdered, which we are not aware of. The women we know are health professionals, community volunteers, transport and logistics managers, scientists, and so much more. And yet at home, women are facing increased unpaid care work responsibilities and less access to sexual and reproductive health. And they are always at an increased risk of domestic violence because of staying at home due to the pandemic. Now, globally, almost 70% of health and social care workers are women, and yet we are paid almost 11% less than our male counterparts. With not just that, with similar occupation and similar working hours. Why? Women always typically earn less and also hold less secure jobs than men do. We women deserve equal pay. And the most important point is an independent woman who's working has always been looked down by the society, while men who work are told to be the bread earners of the family. Excuse me, a minute left. Okay, thank you. When a woman works late night in the office, her character is questioned, but a man doing the exact same thing is praised. The United Nations Women has defined the year 2030 as the expiration date for gender inequality. And study shows that at the current rate, the elimination of gender inequality will not be possible till 2095, which is almost 70 to 75 or 76 years from now. And when it comes to women's political participation and leadership, the percentage of female parliamentarians globally has only increased by 11% since 1995. This clearly has to change. And apart from all of this, there are always these small, tiny factors which we see every day in our life as women. Is our dress too revealing? Am I not wearing? Is it a light color? Is my bra strap shown, or is this sari too revealing? Or we face this every single day. Don't step out of the house too late. You're going alone. Go take someone with you. Don't we all see and listen to this every single day? Aren't we all irritated and frustrated out of this? We have to work towards ending this, putting an end to it. And the saddest part of reality is that our enemies are not exactly men. They are the women in our life who we don't see as enemies. Now, for example, I'll give you a very simple example.
Actually, your time over.
I'm so sorry, I'm exceeding my time.
Yeah, but you can make your last point.
You can
Okay,
conclude your statement.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Around us, I'll give you a simple example from my own house. A few days back, when we were about to visit our relative's house, my mother was wearing a knee-length dress, which was yellow in color, and it was light. So obviously, my grandmother said that, isn't it too, why don't you wear something down? Why don't you wear leggings or plazos? The funny thing is, when we went to their house, they said that the dress is looking lovely. They complimented her dress and it said it goes with her very well. That's the irony of life. I don't think I need to say anything else. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manya. Your points were it's very true. Like you said, the real life incidents. Thank you so much, Manya. Okay, so the next participant will be Preeta Lakshmi. Preeta Lakshmi, are you there? Preeta Lakshmi K. Arvind, she's not there, right?
No, she's not there. No.
Not there. Okay. Next is Ashwat S. Ashwat S, are you there? Ashwat S illalla Arvind. I can't see the name anymore.
No, Ashwat? Sorry?
Ashwat S.
No. Ashwat S is not there.
Okay. Next is Lavanya. Lavanya, are you there? Lavanya.
No.
No. Sudarshana, இவங்க பேர் எல்லாமே வந்து it's there in the WhatsApp group la. Okay, அப்போ அவங்க they haven't seen the message நினைக்கிறேன். Okay, அடுத்து வந்து Sumedha Suresh, could we have you please? You are next.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you remember Sumedha, ma'am? Commerce class இருந்தாலும் அவ bio classக்கு வந்து every lunch and snacks break நீங்க அவள அங்க தான் பார்க்க முடியும்.
Yeah, you aren't supposed to do this, okay?
That is fine.
I don't know if she still remembers me, but then...
Ma'am, you're mute, ma'am.
I'm fair enough, Sumedha, so you can go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
No biasing. Absolutely no bias.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, all
Go
right.
ahead. Yes.
All right. Okay, so good evening, ma'am, and good evening to all the organizers and all the participants as well. Okay, so now all the participants literally discuss every problem that were faced by women or that's still happening all over in our society. So when it comes to women face a lot of challenges because of the existence of patriarchal society as such. And when it comes to their problems, it can vary from a whole range of different issues and different challenges that has to be addressed and that has to be given importance to. So now I would just be looking into three main important things which I feel is important and has to be addressed. One would include domestic violence. So domestic violence is something like, for those who don't know, domestic violence is like a physical assault or a harassment or anything physical abuse which would at times be fatal for the woman as such. So like domestic violence is considered to be a silent crime because people like silent crime in the sense like there has been a lot of things, there has been a lot of physical stuff that's been happening with and around the women, but the number of cases that has been reported every year has been tremendously less. But especially during the pandemic this year, when during the pandemic the number of cases that were reported was actually like on a high toll because we all know that it's a pandemic and we have to stay home and all of that. So like that's the sole reason that domestic violence cases, especially this year, has been on a huge, tremendous toll. And like, I would like to address about period poverty and the stigmatized thoughts which are affected or which are associated with this. So nearly women make up around 70% of the health and the social care workforce as such, and they are most likely to be the frontline workers, health workers, especially during the pandemic. Like for example, nurses, midwives, and community healthcare workers, and all of them. So when a person or when a woman as such is like working like in the frontline as a frontline health worker, I would like to address on the issue of period poverty and the stigmatized thoughts which
A
are
minute left.
yeah, okay, so thank you. Like which are associated with it. So when it comes to period poverty, like even right now a woman, I would strongly say that even right now a woman cannot write in her leave sanction that she wants to take off or she wants to take a couple of days off from her work just because she's going through menstruation or just because she's going through menstrual cramps. It's like, if a woman cannot say that outward, like that she wants to literally take off from her work, like literally where are we leading to then? And women are literally criticized by another woman, and that's the most painful process, or that's the most mentally saddening thing that could have ever, that could a woman could ever experience. And ignorance as such, opinions and the opinions and respect for the women or the suggestions or whatever a woman comes by is not appreciated or is not taken into consideration just because she's a woman. And objectifying her and name calling her and catfishing her, and all of these are the issues that are related with ignorance of a woman and the lack of respect that it automatically goes through when it comes to womanhood as such. And the ideology, especially with regards to Indian women, is that it is women are considered to be important, yes, but they cannot be valued as equally as man just because he brings food to the table. And like and women are seen something always lesser to men, and women are always seen to be like be a woman, or a man is always seen to be like man up, and women are always seen to be having that soft corner and not crying.
Your stipulated time is over. You can
Okay,
conclude.
I'll just conclude. Yeah, I would just conclude by saying that we all actually believe that we all actually at least say, even if we don't believe, actually we say that the development of the entire society depends on the development of womanhood as such. But that's very true. Yes, the development of society depends entirely on the development of womanhood. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sunila. Your points really mean a lot, and it's all about the current scenarios.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we have Abhirami Natarajan back again.
Shreya,
Yes,
before going to the next person, Niveda has joined the meet.
Oh, Niveda has joined in. Niveda L, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah? What happened?
Yeah, like you called out my name, right?
No, just now Aravind told me that you wanted to say something.
No, I didn't.
No. I'm sorry. I messed up. Sorry. Continue.
Okay, so we have Abhirami Natarajan back again. So could we have you, Abhirami?
How long am I supposed to talk for?
3 minutes.
Can we go to the next participant? I'm not ready yet.
Okay, no. Is Suman Girivasan there? Suman? Aravind, you got to help me here. Could you tell me if you're there or not? Suman Girivasan. I actually don't see anybody with that name. Okay, next person is Ananya Shrikant. Ananya Shrikant.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, Ananya. So your 3 minutes time starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to start by painting a wonderful picture for you. Imagine a girl's going to school in a village, and suddenly there is red paint all over her white skirt. The next thing she knows, she's no longer going to school. She's being taught to cook, clean, and very soon being married off. Another similar picture I'm going to paint for you now. Imagine another girl going to school in her bus, and suddenly a man walks in, shoots her right in her forehead. And that's what is Malala Yousafzai for us today. I think we all live in a world where women are almost criticized on an everyday basis for what they think, believe, and say. The problem starts with not what women want, but the expectations that are kept on a woman. Today, people say that the condition of women has improved massively. They're allowed to go to schools, they're allowed to go to colleges, they're allowed to participate in competitions, they're allowed to work. But the problem is the expectations still remain the same. You want to go to college? Yes. Learn to cook, learn to clean in your free time. You get to go to college. You want to work? Get up early in the morning, cook for your husband, take care of your children, clean the house, go to work, come back before it's time for dinner. The problem lies when people want men to be men, but women to be superwomen. The problem started when people started thinking that the role of a woman is just to take care of the household. Then, in earlier days, women had various other chores, like being on her period was a very dangerous thing because at that point, animals used to be wild. And the smell of women's blood will trigger the animals. But in today's scenario, we all live in gated communities where women are well protected. Yet, being on their periods is a taboo. Rape during the COVID scenario has increased manifoldly. Come on, there is a lockdown. How are people going out? They aren't. Things are happening inside the house. Around 67 women are raped on an everyday basis. This is the statistic of the year 2020. I think we all can clearly see that the change is not something that has to happen over time. The change has to happen now. One thing that I noted in today's competition, like most of you have, is most of the speakers are women. Why should women only fight for women's rights? I think from here we take the hint that equality isn't just about having equal opportunities. It is about having equal respect for one another. So I think I'd like to conclude the statement by saying, we don't want to be superwomen. We don't want to be men. We just want to be women. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ananya. Those were really good points. Next we have Shruti Satish. Shruti Satish. Aravind, is she there? No? Okay.
No.
Surya, are you there? Surya. Surya Umalala. Okay. Next, Shabika Fatima M. Are you there? Shabika. Sudeshna, Aravind, any one of you let me know. Okay. Then who else? Sharmi R. Are you there? Sharmi?
Yes.
You're there? Hello, Sharmi. Could we have your video on, please?
Yeah, sure. Am I visible?
Yeah, you're visible. And your time starts now.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். இங்கே நான் வந்து மெடல் வாங்குவோ ஐம் நாட் ஹியர் ஃபார் ஃபார் கெட்டிங் மெடல்ஸ் ஆர் சம்திங் லைக் தட். ஐ ஜஸ்ட் நீட் அ பிளாட்ஃபார்ம். எனக்கு ஒரு மேடை வேணும், என்னுடைய கருத்துக்களை பதிவிட எனக்கு ஒரு மேடை வேணும். அதான் இது நல்ல டாபிக் தான். அண்ட் issues faced by women in the society, it's a very good topic. I would like to comment on it much more. You know what, நிறைய ரேப் கேசஸ் அண்ட் எவ்ரி திங் நடக்குது. நம்ம அதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணுறோம்? வாட் ஆர் வி டோன்ட் லுக் ஃபார் தி சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் ஃபார் இட். வி ஆக்சுவலி
I guess she left the meet due to some technical problem or network problem.
2 minutes wait பண்ணலாம். திருப்பி வந்தாங்கன்னா we can continue with her. இல்ல next personக்கு போலாம்.
Just a minute, Shreya. Guys, who are being listed for the next event, we are just 5 minutes away. It's 6:10 now. We can just leave this meet within 5 minutes.
And Praveen, in the meet விட்டுட்டு you can go to the other meet. Sudarshan Anna, you can leave after 5-10 minutes.
Yes. Anna,
Shreya, இங்க சில பேர் 3 ஈவென்ட்டுக்கும் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. சோ அவங்கள ஃபர்ஸ்ட் முடிச்சு கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணி சென்ட் பண்ணலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
இது வரைக்கும் people who have finished so far, anybody are you going to go to the next event also? People who have finished so far, anybody given your names for the other events also? The next event is cyberbullying.
Yeah, guys, either put tell us in the chat box and let us know via. Yeah, please.
People who have finished so far, anybody who has given your names for cyberbullying also? Okay, people who haven't finished, anybody who has given your name for cyberbullying? We can give you the first preference now. Anybody?
Guys, please let us know now because it's already time. Yes, please. You're just waiting, or just like you can't just come after that and let us know that because we will also face some difficulties. Please let us know.
If in case you have the other event, we will give you consideration now, so you can finish early here and then you can leave. Anybody here? So nobody here is given name for cyberbullying. Okay then. So
Shreya,
yes.
Suman won't be joining this meet. She'll be joining the next event. She told she is having some personal work.
Okay, no problem.
So, yes. Yeah.
So Sharmi is back again, I guess. Sharmi?
Yeah.
You continue panna. Is her timer paused, Ranjini?
Yeah, it is 35.
No, you can continue.
Oh, okay. So we are facing a lot of problems. As a woman, I know that I am facing a lot of problems. For example, take my example itself. I'm studying in Rajalakshmi Engineering College, BTech Biotechnology course, and you very well know that BTech Biotechnology course ku velila ponada scope, abroad countries ponada scope. But when I say this to my mom and dad, they refuse it. Right? They refuse us by saying that நீ வந்து தனியா போறதுக்கு நான் விட மாட்டேன், காலம் கெட்டு போய் கிடக்கு. They mention this word, காலம் கெட்டு போய் கிடக்கு. Everyone in this India, I mean, they do mention this word, mention this sentence, காலம் கெட்டு போய் கிடக்கு. What's meant by காலம் கெட்டு போய் கிடக்கு? We only live once, right? We have to enjoy our life. We can't just நம்ம பயந்துட்டே இருக்க முடியாது வாழ்றதுக்காக. We have to keep going. We can't just be afraid, sit in a corner and cry or something like that. We have to be outspoken. We have to expose ourselves. That's my point. Give the women freedom to expose themselves. வெளியில போனா வெளியில போக விடுங்க, என்ன ஆகட்டும் பாத்துக்கலாம். Just train them with karate or something like that. Defense சொல்லி கொடுங்க. And we always speak about rape cases, and in Tamil Nadu we will know that 78.2% is the rape percentage of Tamil Nadu. What's the point of speaking it? We just know நம்ம வந்து punishments தான் கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கோம். Lawyers and everybody are talking and for justice போராடுறோம். Everything is okay, everything's fine. We punish those rapists, but what's the point in it? We have to find out the root cause. Yeah, we have to find. Thank you. We have to find the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem is that we have to think what triggers the rapist to do such inhuman things. Okay, so that we have to, that we have to see. And coming to the orthodox points, in Hinduism or Muslim, whatever be the religion, women face a lot of problem in their religions. So we will take example from our Hinduism or some Muslim itself. Okay, let us first go with Hinduism. I'm not here to I'm not here to blame any of the religion. This is a disclaimer that I provide you. The thing is that கல்யாணம் ஆன பொண்ணுங்க வந்துட்டு அவங்க புருஷன் சாப்பிட்ட தட்டில் தான் சாப்பிடணுன்ட்டு some people follow this even till now. It's how brutal is this? அதே வந்து புருஷன் சொன்னா அதை கேட்பானா? They won't listen. They will be like, "Chee, நான் சாப்பிட்ட தட்டில் சாப்பிடணுமா?" They will be like that, right? அப்போ நாங்க மட்டும் என்ன அடிமைகளா? That's my point. So give the women's equal right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharmi. The next person, Bhavya Shri, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Can I start?
Could we have your video on, please?
Am I visible? Am I visible?
Yeah, you're visible now. You're visible.
Okay.
And your time starts now.
Good evening to the respected judge, all my fellow participants, and to the organizers. I'm Bhavishri from DG Vaishnav College, here to divulge my opinion on problems faced by women in our society. Before moving on, I'd like everyone to understand that my views aren't concerned with feminism, but rather the undeniable truth. When you Google the meaning of feminism, what shows up is the belief that women should have the same rights and opportunities as men. Had it been the belief that women should have the same security and respect as men, maybe things would have been much better. I don't really get the point when the society calls itself broad-minded and forward-thinking, but still judges a woman based on what she wears, her character being assessed considering her profession, victimizing the victim who's being sexually assaulted, etc., etc. How many of our concerns we list, I guess all narrows down at the end of the day to one single point, and that is the mindset of our people. What I mean by society here is a certain set of population who think they are the representatives of all of us out here, forcing their opinions upon us. Oh Lord, that is just worse than the spread of COVID. What a woman wears, what job she does, her relationship status is their personal choice. No one even has the right to comment about it and force her to change it. You can't ask why shouldn't I question if I find something wrong. I gave the answer already and I repeat, it's their personal choice. We might have all heard about the Vismaya Nair case in Kerala. People think the reason for her death is dowry torture. No, it isn't. Her soul was killed right after that male chauvinistic beast with whom she promised rest of her life traded her for money. It was just her remains recovered later. The TV remote you have will obviously work only for your house. Just because you trust your neighbors, you can't give them control because the remote belongs only to the TV at yours. Just that way, the remote of a life of a woman belongs to her and only her. Not even her trustworthy people has the right to take over it. Just because she hangs out with guy friends, you can't call her a slut, or if she wears short dress, she's not a whore. And to people who think what I said up there were bad words, I'm afraid that you need to grow up mentally. Women take up prostitution as their profession and they have their own reasons for it. Thank you. Again, which should be none of our business as she has the liberty to choose her lifestyle. It's high time people realize that periods is not a taboo topic and make it absolutely comfortable for women to buy sanitary napkins without having to hide it in a black cover. The day we normalize women being out at night and make it a safe place for her, and the day we stop using words concerning women as cuss words, is the day women are given complete freedom from the so-called society's refugee status. I'd like to end with a quote said by Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change you wish to see in this world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bhavya. Those were like really bold and strong words put outside, and thank you so much for giving your views about the topic. Next is Sanjana. Are you there? Are you on YouTube live? Okay. YouTube. Yeah, okay. Next person, Sanjana.